hit or miss first season in Southwest Ohio, making his first appearance of this year. Let's see what this does to Cincinnati's shape as we start the second half. It looks like they might be going to a back four here with Tyler Blackett at left back. So it looks like a 4-2-3-1, in fact, for FC Cincinnati as we start the second half, with Lucho Acosta playing as a number 10 and Vazquez, the center forward, with Atanga and Baji on the wings.
Yeah, and this could be a reaction of Pat Noonan because of that Orlando City just dominating the flanks. And so with this back four, now you have two true wingers that can help you track down the fullbacks for Orlando City that were really causing a lot of troubles, and that's where the goal came from. So this could be what looks like a more offensive team, is more of a counteracting what was hurting you from Orlando City.
Pato with a vicious cross sets up a corner here for Orlando. Where can Orlando exploit this change from FC Cincinnati?
Well, now they're going to have less numbers in the middle. So can you get some players still running in behind? Can you get the ball to Facundo Torres as it comes inside? Can you get Mauricio Pereira on the ball and continue to combine through Gara and Pato? And I think they can have an opportunity to get some production there.
Early set play for Orlando. Mauricio Pereira taking the corner kick for the Lions. Whips it in first post. Antonio Carlos puts it into the mixer and then knocked out for a goal kick. At Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute, we want to encourage you to continue getting the care you need to make major moves. Our team provides next generation sports medicine so you can keep moving. Visit orlandohealth.com/sportsmedicine to learn more. Emma Boateng with a goal for New England tonight. Eastern Conference has mostly had their way with the West so far in the early going this season. Orlando looking to spring Facundo Torres here. Lions will play 3 straight Western Conference games after tonight. Go to face the LA Galaxy next Saturday, then a Sunday away day at the Portland Timbers before hosting LAFC 3 weeks from tonight. That'll be a really exciting one. Terrific start to the year for LAFC. 2-0-1. 2-0 win in Fort Lauderdale today for Black and Gold. Jeff Cameron carrying forward, but he loses the ball. Now Pato with options. Alexandre Pato driving at the defense. Wide for Facundo Torres. Pato wants it back. In it goes, headed away by Cincinnati, and cleared as far as the referee. Pereira. Tramontinho takes a touch. Allows Cincinnati to get set. Johnson keeps Orlando in possession. Coutinho for Facundo. Torres against Powell. Torres, no foul. Pereira cuts off the attack. It'll be a throw in for Cincinnati.
I think Facundo Torres there had a case, but again, I think it's one of those things that he needs to adjust to. This Major League Soccer is a lot more physical than the league in Uruguay. It's faster and more physical. That doesn't mean it's better. In Uruguay, it's a little bit more methodical, more tactical. Teams set up differently. They throw different things at you. And that's one of the things where he's going to continue to do the best that he can to adjust quickly.
Wonderful combination play from Orlando to get out here, and then Torres thrown down, and again no call as Powell shoves him to the ground. Facundo Torres says, well, this really is a physical league, isn't it? Spencer, no sympathy. Toss it right into Araujo. And this time they have to blow the whistle as Junior Ursa draws a foul.
And the quicker Orlando City can get back to the intensity and the momentum that they finished the first half with, the more opportunity they're going to create and more pressure they're going to put on FC Cincinnati.
They got down and suddenly it felt very urgent, didn't it?
Yeah, and they need to obviously start to create that. It's not easy to generate, but
Pato, a little too much poison on that for Pereira. Third away by Cincinnati. Chance to break here for the away team, but Juan, oh dear, it's into the space for Atanga. Atanga taking on Janssen. Janssen runs him up, and Atanga forced backwards. Oh Well done by the Swede, but now it's the danger man Acosta. And Urso stepping into him. Still Acosta. Tries to dribble at the top of the 18. Now settled back to Kubo. Yuya Kubo towards the end line around Moutinho. And pops it up out of play, off with Moutinho for a corner.
Yeah, that was, again, another transition moment. And Juan accidentally passes the ball to Atanga. And Robin Janssen does a tremendous job at 1v1 emergency defending to take away the best angle for Atanga and takes him to his weak foot, and that allowed Orlando City to retreat and get settled and get organized. But nervy moments here for Orlando City.
Acosta. But on, Galese save. Araujo is fouled on the rebound.
Fantastic position here from the young Uruguayan Araujo, because this rebound from Pedro Galese is not the best, and that's because the ball's coming at him too quickly, and all he can do is just keep the ball out of the net with a nice reaction save, and Araujo lively, able to react, and he gets fouled there. But if it wasn't because of his position and his proactivity.
Baji was right there for the rebound tap-in. Janssen, grass cutter to Pato. Cara, beautiful ball into the feet of Juan, and Juan, I think, thought he was going to get hit there and jumped.
But another sequence that starts from a breaking line pass from Robin Janssen out of the back.
A throw-in out of bounds. There's a little wind whipping that one away from Tyler Blackett.
He has to take it again because the ball
never went in. Yeah, no, it just threw that one right at Mr. Brown. Costa gets clipped. Throw in for Cincinnati. 2022 Orlando Pride season tickets are now on sale. Don't miss your chance to watch the best women's soccer players in the world for under $14 a match. Visit orlando-pride.com for more details. Great to see Gabby catch up with Pride head coach Amanda Cromwell at halftime tonight. Pride opening up 1 week from tonight against the Washington Spirit in the NWSL Challenge Cup. New era for the Pride. Urso with the Meg. Pato out to Juan. Will send one in. Away by Hackman. Find its way to Pato. He's cut off by Baji. Blackett with the clearance. Costa. Moreno. Kubo. Slips it along to Baji. Juan's got him for pace. And Juan gets knocked down. Play on for the moment. Baji with the cross. It's 2-1. They'll have a look at it for the potential foul on Baji, but this could very well stand, and Cincinnati retaking the lead.
This is a great counterattack for FC Cincinnati, and I think this is a fair challenge, shoulder to shoulder. And Baji does a great job at buying time, slowing down the play, and then picking a pass intentionally with a lot of pace. And you got to give a ton of credit to Brandon Vazquez, because that ball was not easy to deal with. It came with a lot of firepower, and he's able to redirect it into the net. Absolutely no chance for Pedro Galese. But again, another goal for FC Cincinnati that feels like a bucket of ice water for Orlando City supporters.
They have confirmed the goal. Another flat start to both halves for Orlando City, and FC Cincinnati retake the lead. This is the first time they have ever scored more than one goal in a game against Orlando. Brandon Vazquez with a brace. He had 9 career goals to his name in 85 games before tonight, most of them as a substitute. Orlando will again have to play from behind. Pato to Juan. There's the high cross. Howell gets a piece of it. It's just been listless crosses for a lot of the night from Orlando City. to different deeper view. What a ball into Juan, clips it up, falls around everybody, and Cincinnati gets it away. What an incredible ball from Pato. Juan mistouches it, and now Cincy with a counter. Baji just had the assist on the go-ahead goal for Cincinnati. Now Acosta. Kubo over the top, and Antonio Carlos had to use every inch of his 6'3" frame to get on that one. Bruno Torres. Herrera, still plenty of time left for Orlando City, but they need 2 goals in about 40 or so minutes, including added time. See if they can find that urgency again that they had after the first goal. Araujo. Just drive it forward. Araujo looking to get in behind Kubo. The play on. Drops in front and put away by Cameron. And then Urso fouls Acosta.
Well, what you don't want is players to get off the script. And as much as I like Araujo making that run because he didn't see the run from Juan, or he didn't see a movement, a vertical movement to try to get him behind the defense from Gara or Pato, he decided to take it upon himself to go in there. And yes, there needs to be somebody to cover for him, but you want your playmakers on the ball in those areas. And you don't want Cesar Araujo to be in those situations, because you lose the ball and you're in trouble. And that's why Urso had to take the player down, and not the best situation to be in.
Looks like Penso missed a handball on Powell there, and then they call a foul on Pereira. And Janssen, pointing that out to him, draws a yellow card.
But this is Penso just tired of hearing Robin Janssen since the first half, right? You remember that talking within the first minute?
I do.
So Penso was just waiting for the opportunity to give him the card. And if you're Robin Janssen, you got to be careful with that, because you know he's already given you a talking to since the beginning. You know he's chomping at the bit, to get the yellow card out. Now you grant another set piece opportunity to Cincinnati. Look at all their big players looking to crash the box and take it by surprise.
Acosta whips it in, back post. Not a bad opportunity. Crashing in and wide. Kubo had an open net. Should have been 3-1.
And I think that one actually would have been called back because of this play right here. That high kick to Araujo could have been a foul. But nevertheless, FC Cincinnati growing in confidence.
That was probably their best chance of the game.
Yeah.
Of the 3, and they missed it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, their second goal, all their goals have been very well executed.
Absolutely.
That's what we talked about in the pregame show, right? That's how they can hurt you in transition, and they executed that very well, especially in the second one, with Juan's inability to stop Baggio on that right side.
So another slick touch. Herrera in a good space. Urso looking for Cara, just overhit it. And Powell will take it clear. Let's knock it up the pitch. Orlando City just missing that final ball for most of the night.
Yeah, but if you're Orlando City, find Pato. He's inspired right now. Everything he's touching is turning into a half chance. And you got to try to get him on the ball as much as possible.
Coutinho, low cross to Pato, and that one flipped up a little bit off of him, and Araujo gets fouled, and Penso blows it dead to give Orlando City the free kick. Orlando City's back home in 3 weeks on Saturday, April 2nd, 7:30 p.m., taking on Carlos Vela and LAFC. Single match tickets are now available. Grab yours at orlandocitysc.com/tickets, powered by Ticketmaster. And that one's in all the big ticket packages. It's gonna be a big night here at Exploria Stadium in a few weeks' time. Business to attend to here tonight, though. Orlando City down at FC Cincinnati. Pereira, free kick. And again, well out. Mauricio Pereira misses the target. Did that once in the first half as well.
I think he was looking for more of an element of surprise, and I don't mind taking a shot from distance because, you know, maybe that alerts FC Cincinnati that Orlando City can attack in different ways, not just those crosses, and maybe get them outside of the box to pressure. That opens up some holes in the middle of the field that will allow Pato and Cara to have a little bit more space to create.
Oh, it's a poor touch by Blackett. Blackett hauls down Urso, at least yellow, and it is for Tyler Blackett. Free kick Orlando City, but he had to do it after the giveaway to Junior Urso.
Yeah, listen, this could be as professional foul as it gets, right? Because if he doesn't take him down, look at Junior Urso is in, and he had other runnings in the box, and Blackett just, he thought it was February 14th, wanted to give him a hug. Earns a yellow card, rightfully so.
It's got the weather of February 14th in Cincinnati, doesn't it?
Very nice.
Actually, it's probably a lot colder than that on February 14th in Cincinnati. Maybe here. Low 50s right now here in Central Florida. Torres and Pereira for the free kick. And a whip one in. It's Pereira, back post. Cincinnati gets a good bounce in the chaos. Atanga. Low right to Urso, but it'll nickel back to Albus Powell here for Cincinnati. And then Urso wins the throw.
Look at the energy from Junior Urso. We talked about his leadership. This is contagious. Can he infect the rest of the players to put that intensity in and get that equalizer?
Pato. Pato! Into the stands. Did it take a touch? Yes, but often Orlando City player goal kick. He is certainly feeling it right now, isn't he?
That's pure urgency there from Junior Urso to earn that throw, and it, that set up perfectly for Alexander Pato, who's got a fantastic long-distance shot.
Just elevated. I thought it touched somebody because it whipped so hard, but not on target for Pato. Did score here in the last Orlando City home game, that 2-0 win against Montreal on opening day. Torres. Facundo Torres blasting through midfield, and another yellow card to Cincinnati, this one to Kubo. He joins Blackett and Vazquez in the book for the away side, and another free kick for Orlando City. They're starting to get back in this.
Yeah, he was gone. He showed him like he was going to take the ball to the flank, but then he cut it inside, and Yuya Kubo, designated player for FC Cincinnati, said, come here, you're not going anywhere.
"16 fouls already called against Cincinnati tonight. Facundo Torres on the free kick for Orlando City, looking for an equalizer. Never really had much of a chance there. Second ball from Pato for Antonio Carlos. Haglin heads sideways, and Acosta flick it off of Facundo Torres. It stays in play. Now Acosta will try to counter. Atanga leads it through. Gales is out. Vazquez wide. Was looking for a spectacular hat trick. Missed it by that much.
He's going to want that one back, and it all starts with a great ball from Acosta to Atanga, and then another nice through ball, and Pedro Gallese was in no man's land. Once he saw Vazquez get the ball, he committed to try and come and make himself as big as possible, and that maybe put some pressure on Vazquez to keep him from having a clearer shot and deny him of a hat-trick. But those transition moments have been the Achilles heel, and I think we knew that coming into this match with this lineup. Opa.
Cara might have been offside if that had gone through. Now another transition chance for Cincinnati. Vazquez through the legs of Araujo. What a night for Brandon Vazquez. Connolly gets turned around at the edge of the box, and Pereira slips it ahead to Cara, who is fouled by Cameron. Lion Nation Premium members, Get the app open, enter the code BEATCINCY2022 right now to get points for watching the match on TV. Lion Nation is the best way to get even closer to the club you love. Details are available at lionnation.com. Torres starting to become more active here. Coutinho with some space now. Back inside to Pereira. Put away by Junior Moreno. And Antonio Carlos called for the foul on Vazquez. Audi Melbourne, Audi North Orlando, and Audi South Orlando are the official luxury automotive partners of Orlando City. Visit your Central Florida Audi dealer or AudiOffers.com for current lease and finance specials. Cincinnati has 14 games in a row going back to last September 11th. It is an MLS record. They have struggled so much through their first 3 seasons and change, and their fans have stuck by them. They have incredible support up in Cincinnati. Quite the community they've built up there, looking to be rewarded. What a win this would be if they could pull it off. But Orlando City still with a lot of time left and a lot of intention. Try and get at least one back. Lions get Benji Michel, some fresh legs, ready to come into the game.
Yeah, that'll be good. You need some verticality between players in behind. I feel that's one of the things that Orlando City has missed a little bit. Some pace, especially in the middle, making those runs. Hopefully, Benji Michel can bring that.
Gabby Amato's on the pitch with more for us.
Yeah, guys, Benji Michel standing in front of me, ready to come on. He's going to come on for Cesar Araujo, so that is the confirmed substitution. Back up to you guys.
Oh, my goodness. Oscar Pereira is going all out here. He's got nothing to lose. Down at home, he's taking off his defensive midfielder, so that will likely put Orlando's Pereira and Urso in a double pivot. Mauricio Pereira may, in fact, be playing the 6 here, Miguel, as a deep line playmaker. We'll see where Torres, Pato, and Benji all get together, but Oscar Pereira going with full fervent intentions. Moreno tried to get cheeky there, but
that surprised me.
I don't know that the wind was going to let that happen.
I don't know.
Well, let's see. Oscar Pereira going all out for this one. Can Orlando get a couple of goals here? Here goes Benji, the homegrown. Benji Michel against Powell. Powell stands him up. Coutinho. Oh, good low ball in for Torres. Wide for Michel. Three of them playing around in there. Now Torres against Kubo. Cincinnati does well to stand firm in there. And indeed, Mauricio Pereira is going to play as the 6 here for Orlando City. Natural number 10, but Orlando going for it. Pato for Pereira. Pereira cuts it inside. Cara lays off, but it was clipped away by Moreno. Janssen beats it ahead to Torres. Orlando will stay in possession. Fullback's going high for Orlando City too, and a poor giveaway by Antonio Carlos. But Coutinho cleans it up as Atanga had trouble hauling it in. Pereira, Pato, also a little slow to react. Orlando, though, get it back. Cincinnati's going to look to burst out of the box in transition right away every time. Pereira. Torres standing up Blackett, taking off the ball. He's very frustrated that he didn't get a call there, but got to get back here. Acosta can't slip it through to Vazquez, and a good job by Torres to track back and win it. Let's go down to Gabby with more on the pitch. Gabby?
Yeah, guys, a deserved shout-out to João Moutinho, who has struggled for fitness and suffered a series of unlucky injuries in these past couple of seasons. But he has been so strong out of the gate this season. If he plays 90 minutes tonight, it'll be his most consistent start to date in his Major League Soccer career. He's proven that when fit, he has one of the best left feet in Major League Soccer. And his link-up with Facundo Torres has grown not only in this match, but really over the course of the last 3 matches. One to definitely keep an eye on. Back up to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. João Moutinho in the last game and the game before that, if I'm not mistaken, had the most touches on the ball. So Orlando City relies a lot on his, like you say, Gabby, his left foot to create. He's got a lot of quality there, and you know, it's those relationships that if he can get that right with whoever's playing on that left wing and Joao Moutinho, they can start to combine and they can really do a lot of damage.
He's gone high up the left here, Janssen. Cincinnati looking to see out. Be a stunning victory. Torres down the line for Moutinho. Cuts it across, and Benji hits it completely. It'll come out the other way. Buwan will take it off of Baji. Interplay here. Pato. Benji wrestling around, taken down. Goal kick. It was wishful.
But good combinations through the middle. And that's what we said that you needed. You needed a little verticality, and that's what Benji Michel can give you. Geoff Cameron there, it's a great job of putting his body in front of him. That experience coming through. Lovely combination play. Can they get the reward for that quality? Those quick, short passes.
Cara looking to take that, but it is a 50-50 ball won by Cincinnati. Now a chance to counter. Acosta in space. Just got the two center backs to beat, and Antonio Carlos teaming up with his longtime center back partner Robin Janssen. Antonio Carlos with the little unintentional tecker. Orlando back in possession.
Don't let him hear you say that.
Listen, I know stepping in a divot when I see one. Pato. Buwan. A little too cute there. Baji. Moreno. Moutinho gets a piece of that.
Well read.
Oh, that one. Very intentional from Antonio Carlos. Beautiful. Like a yo-yo. And now Pereira over the top for Michel. Orlando back on the move. Benji into the box. Stand-up defense by Powell. Get out your phone, scan the QR code now for a chance to win 4 tickets for one of City's new 4 mini-match plans. Ball into the area, Torres. Again, Cincinnati take it off of him. A break for Pereira. Urso. Benji Michel has a go, it's blocked. Calling for a handball. Benso says no. And then a foul on Orlando City. A yellow card to Junior Urso. Apparently Penso already carded Janssen for dissent. Not thrilled with Orlando chirping at his decision-making.
Well, let's take a look. Let's see if he's got a point there. And that's hard to tell. And you know, if he is saying, you know, maybe somebody touched the ball with their hands, it could have been maybe on the ground. Let's take a look here.
It would have had to have been Powell, but I don't think he actually ever touches it.
I don't see anything there, to be honest. And now you know, he's going to look to buy a little bit of time here. You know, this is when 73rd, 75th minute, teams that are under a lot of pressure, the cramps start coming in suddenly and look to kill the momentum from the opposition. And Orlando City is putting a lot of pressure, looking for that equalizer.
Got cut off there a little bit. We'll throw that QR code back up on the screen for you. Give another chance to win 4 tickets for one of City's new mini-match plans, the marquee matchup plan or the Saturday night lights package. Both include tickets to 4 of the biggest matches of the season, starting at just $102. To enter, simply scan the QR code on the screen, fill out the form, and you might just be the winner. 4 tickets for one of the 4 match plans. Orlando City up against it here. FC Cincinnati taking advantage of a sleepy start by the Lions to each of the first 2 halves, as there are only 2 halves. Coming up with 2 goals. Orlando equalized at the end of the first half. Can they do so? Perhaps they'll be looking for 2 still. About 20 or so minutes left in the game. Powell gets about 2.5, 3 minutes off the clock. After that play, Very valuable for Cincinnati. All the chips are on the table for Orlando City here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm looking at the bench and I'm thinking, what option does he have? And what you have is fresh legs, but no due respect, all the quality is on the pitch at the moment.
This is about as attacking-minded as you can get. If you're the Lions, you may conjure something up. Coutinho down the line for Benji Michel. He's back to Joao. Central for Pereira. Urso. Stopping it around. Pereira inside, and again just on slightly different pages. Now Pato stepping forward. Good challenge by Baji. Blackett hits it right to Pereira. Not a good touch at all by Mauricio, and now Cincinnati with a chance to break the Juan with the foul to break it up. It takes a beer served in 192 countries to truly appreciate the global game. Heineken, the official beer of Orlando City. Enjoy responsibly. Zico Bailey will replace Powell for Cincinnati. Bailey, the 21-year-old, former LA Galaxy Academy player. They acquired his rights a couple of years ago. Cal State Fullerton played his college ball. He will replace Albus Powell, who had a tough assignment, held up pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, he's adjusted well. He was playing as a wingback the first half. Second half, they went to a back line of 4, and he did a fine job as a fullback.
Gara pops it up. Vazquez with a good touch. Tanga hits it right at Moutinho. Facundo Torres looking to get Orlando going. Good ball ahead to Michel. He's got Bailey retreating. Benji Michel takes it into the area. Michel gets it back across. It's a corner as Haglund kept it from going into Cara.
That's well done there from the homegrown. Great entry ball there from Facundo Torres to play Benji in the space, and give him a lot of credit because he took the space he was given, and Bailey showed him to his weak foot, the left side of Benji. Very cleverly tried to put the cut back. Good positioning from the center back Haglund.
Orlando's 5th corner tonight. Facundo Torres will take it. A very errant pass there from Facundo, not at all what he wanted. And Luciano Acosta will lose it out of play under pressure from Juan. Looked like he was going to be able to escape there. Instead, the Lions get it back. Second phase of the set play finally comes, but it's headed away by Kubo. Alessa has got to come out here with Vazquez charging for that hat trick. Settle down to Torres. Pato, next play to Juan. But Juan again can't control it. Kind of an up and down night for the Brazilian right back tonight for Orlando City. Give you a quick word from Ford while we have a moment.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford Escape and Explorer for everyone. Built with Bliss to detect vehicles in your blind spot, and with lane keeping system. They're built for America.
Oscar Pareja calling Benji Michel over for a word as Dominic Baji will get checked on. He is reportedly coming out of the game here. Calvin Harris, second-year winger out of Wake Forest, who they took 2nd overall in the Super Draft last year, is getting ready to check in for his first appearance of this season.
Yeah, one of 3 Super Draft picks, one of 10 new players to this FC Cincinnati team under Pat Noonan. And you could argue that this is their biggest result they've had in a long time. 14 games without winning a match, and obviously there's still 11 minutes left plus stoppage time, but you know, a couple of goals that they haven't scored in a while, certainly not till against Orlando City.
Even a draw would probably be a very welcomed result for Cincinnati, but at this point, you know, why not go win the game? Up 2-1 as we cross the 80-minute mark, and Harris checks in. Josie Altidore with his first goal for New England as they beat RSL 2-0. Bruce Arena, the longtime mentor of Pat Noonan. Philadelphia also 2-0 up against the Western Conference team at home against San Jose. Antonio Carlos was booked during that stoppage. It'll be the third booking for dissent given to an Orlando City player by Chris Penso tonight. Urso and Robin Janssen were the first two. Facundo Torres, you get Orlando City jump-started here. Run out of time. Michel comes away with the ball. Benji Michel blocked. Corner kick. Benji has certainly given Orlando life down that left-hand side.
Yeah, well, it wasn't intentional, that pass from Facundo Torres. It was fortuitous, the fact that it bounced his way for Benji Michel, but he'll take it. It took a couple of seconds too long, and Yoff Cameron cut the angle really well. He was able to send the ball to the corner kick.
And it goes. Antonio Carlos can't flick it on. Looks like the wind is playing with long balls on both ends. Now Atanga on the break for Cincinnati. Just floated up to Galese. They had options there.
I don't think that's what he wanted to do. He was looking to get Lucho Acosta in.
Yeah, everything is blowing towards the north end of the field when they put it up in the air. It is a chilly, windy night. Galese will go long. Torres, great header into Pato. Chance to break here for Orlando. Pato puts in Benji Michel. Michel one time into the stands. The frustrated Oscar Pareja can only sit and watch.
Just different class from Pato. He's been on fire really this second half. We've seen the best version of Pato I think we have seen since he's come to Orlando City. Unfortunately, Benji Michel is not able to take advantage of that great pass. He was in a great situation, and I think he even had options to cross the ball. And as a striker in that situation, you want to shoot, but you got to make sure that you test the goalkeeper, you put it on target.
Coutinho, nicely done by Joao to win that second ball. Now Torres has Coutinho going the other way. Joao hits it straight up into the air, and that allows Cincinnati to break things up. Juan down to Junior Urso. Junior lines up across. Headed towards Pato, but cut off by Kubo. Herrera. Down to Juan. Urso still wide on the right. Herrera, good challenge by Vazquez, who's been stellar tonight for Cincinnati. Not just the goals, but the work he's done up front as well.
Decent touch there by Oscar Pareja.
He was quite the player in his day, Oscar.
Sensation.
And still in amazing shape, by the way. Tesho Akindele getting ready to come in for Orlando City. Janssen with his right ahead to Pato wide on the left. Pato taking on two players. And Bailey forces it out for a corner. I think he was trying to get it for a throw.
I tell you what he was trying to do is get it anywhere because he feels Alexandre Pato in his back, and he knows what a threat he has been so far. He just wants to get the ball out of danger.
See if Orlando City can reward Pato's great work with an equalizing goal. Herrera for the corner kick. Flicked on Antonio Carlos, another incredible stop by Alec Can, diving to his left to deny Antonio Carlos. Now the counter for Cincinnati as they look to kill it off, but Vazquez overshoots Atanga.
You got to think that this FC Cincinnati team with a couple of players with arguably their best performance in quite a while.
Michel stays on his feet here.
I'm talking about Brandon Vazquez and Khan.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Torres, flicks it up over the head of Cara. Blackett strikes it long. Coutinho. Oh, well done around Kubo. Feels like Cincinnati was just hanging on. They're riding the rock and roller coaster here, trying to hold on to this lead. Pato, he's tripped up, and then they give the free kick.
Great little net there from Pato to combine with Juan. Then he gets taken down.
Luciano Acosta's coming off. Alvaro Barreal is going to check in, and Junior Moreno will be replaced by Harris Medunjanin, who turned 37 years old on Tuesday. Longtime Philadelphia Union player. Also spent a good portion of his career in Israel. Luciano Acosta with his 5th career goal contribution against Orlando City tonight. 3 goals, 2 assists in 9 games between DC and Cincinnati. Mauricio Pereira trying to tie the game for Orlando. And again, Cincinnati able to get the first head to it. Look back into the area by Antonio Carlos. Now Urso knocks it down, but no threat. In fact, Cameron probably should have let that go. Instead, it'll be a throw for Orlando City. And we'll get the 2 Lions changes. Ercan Kara will check off for Tesho Akindele. And it'll be Urso coming out for Sebas Mendez. It's his 2nd appearance of the season. Kara very nearly a dream first start, but denied. And a sensational save by Alec Can in the first half. Urso did have the goal for Orlando. Mendez waves off to Juan. Now gets it back to him. Flores. Facundo in behind for Juan. And a poor cross. Frustrated Juan will walk back as Can takes the goal kick.
And Facundo Torres there thought it was a corner kick. He couldn't believe that that ball did not end up, in a better situation. He thought it took a deflection, but it was just not a good cross by Juan.
FC Cincinnati taking as much time down as they can, looking for what would be one of the bigger results in the young history of their club. Brandon Vazquez's brace standing up for the moment. Juan. Antonio Carlos. Advance up the left, Coutinho. Pereira knocks it back, Mendez. Flipped in ball over the top, dealt with comfortably by Hagelin. Lions settle it down, Mendez. Behind for Coutinho. Joao steps into one, looking for Tesho, but that's easy for Can. If the ball doesn't get into the final third on the ground, that's just fine with FC Cincinnati.
Yeah, just easy pickings for the goalkeeper here. Khan has had a fine night.
there will be 5 minutes of added time here for Orlando City to at least try to salvage a point from what will, no matter what, be a pretty disappointing result for the Lions here at home tonight. Coutinho. Cut off by Kubo. It seems like the verve might have gone out of Orlando City. Coutinho has to keep something alive there, but it's back to FC Cincinnati. Here's Kubo. Great play by Pereira. But then too many Orlando City players try to get on it. It's won back by Cincy, at least for a moment. Oh, now here they come. Kubo breaks on the ball. Kubo flips it out. Here's Vazquez. Stays on his feet. Janssen with the block. Denying Brandon Vazquez the hat trick.
That's next level there from Robin Janssen. He knows. They let that ball in. It's game over. He does everything he can to put his body in front of the ball, and he's able to bail Orlando City and give him a little bit of life, maybe a little bit of energy.
Pato calling the play. See if they get a spark here in added time. Antonio Carlos. Juan breaking from Harris. Juan's cross, again, just not nearly good enough. And a goal kick for Can. At the Heineken postgame show, reaction and analysis, and a look ahead to the Los Angeles Galaxy this weekend. Tough result for them today in a back-and-forth game up in Seattle. Certainly no shame in losing to the Sounders. Chicharito and Douglas Costa on the score sheet with a 3-2 defeat. And Alacan will get booked for time wasting. Perhaps a little bit more than the 5 to be added here by Penso. Tesho does nicely to get that to Torres. It'll stay alert here for Pereira. It's wide to Pato. Pato curls it in, looking for Benji Michel. And Cincinnati's able to deal with it. Tonga goes down, but Penso plays on. Michel calling for it. He'll get it. And he's offside. Or check that, it's a handball. Either way, same result, free kick Cincinnati. Union hit it as far as he can. About 2.5 to 3 minutes left here, depending on how generous Chris Penso wants to be. Cincinnati looks like they're going to snap their losing streak either way, but can they do it with a win? On the road. Johnson stepping up. Crowd willing Orlando City on. Antonio Carlos cuts it into Mendez. Lots of options here for Sebas. Wide for Michel. He hauls it in. Benji behind. Moutinho across. Here's Pereira. Skies it way over the bar with his left foot. Could that be enough for Cincinnati to hold on?
You get the sense that that was the opportunity, right? You knew that they were going to get one, and Benji Michel does a tremendous job. Look at this little flick, this little back heel. There you go, João Moutinho. And we talked about it. It's not crosses lofted. It's going to be those cutbacks. It's going to be those balls on the ground that have FC Cincinnati players facing their own goal, and then you have a player coming from behind. But Mauricio Pereira, I tell you what, the amount of running he has done today, playing as a 10, playing as a 6, playing as an 8 at times.
Plays an 8 now, yeah.
His legs just did not have enough, so he controlled that shot with his left foot.
Orlando put together one last opportunity here at the dying moments. Fizzles out. Kubo to Harris. Let's take it to the corner, young man. Alvin Harris stop. Trying to hold on to the ball. Antonio Carlos commits the foul. Down to Chris Pensa looking at his watch.
I'm going to tell you, right at 95 minutes, minute 95, he'll go.
Not even.
There you go.
FC Cincinnati snaps their 14-game losing streak with a win. A stunner in Central Florida. Brandon Vazquez with a brace. And FC Cincinnati shocks Orlando City 2-1 at Exploria Stadium.
Yeah, and you got to give them a lot of credit because they came here with a clear game plan. They came with a new formation that they tried versus DC United. They felt unlucky that they didn't get more out of that game. They lost 1-0 in the dying moments of the match. So they came here with some confidence, thinking if they can defend well, if they can defend the box, they can get something out of this match, and they got 3 points.
Gabby Amato's got Oscar Pareja.
Oscar, your thoughts on tonight's match?
You know, we can talk about the serving, but in this job you have to score the goals, and at the end we were not finding that. But the boys did a great effort, and we have to accept it. You know, this is the game. We dominated, but we have to put the ball back at the net, definitely.
First change was Cesar Araujo for Benji Michel, and he did come on and make an impact. What was the thought process there? What did you want to spark with that substitution?
Well, trying to